Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, do you see this word in here, anchor baby? Having a lot of babies is not smart if you can't afford to feed them. And yes, this word is in here, anchor baby, because somebody made a comment that even the anchor babies are citizens. Even the anchor babies are citizens too. Like that's supposed to be, is that supposed to be, uh, sarcastic? Okay. Anyway, this is viewed, anchor baby is viewed as insulting. But I will say this is just in my opinion. Having a lot of babies, I don't care who you are and from wherever you're from, who you are, black, white, pink, purple, green, blue, gray, magenta, whatever you are, having a lot of babies is not smart, especially if you can't afford it. If you can't afford to feed those babies, you can't afford to feed yourself. Having a lot of babies only makes things harder for a person. It's expensive living for one or two individuals, but now you're going to have a lot of babies. You have to feed the babies. You have to take care of the babies. It can be expensive. And the way the cost of living is, it has gone up. And these laws, the way they are now, they act like they're mad at you when you go and ask for public assistance. And here's the thing. The reason why I put this in here is and I'm just going to be honest, because some people are afraid to say what they really feel. They don't want to say it because they're afraid they're going to hurt somebody's feelings. But let's be honest here. Some of these people that have come here had babies because they thought, oh, if we have babies, they won't take us away from our babies. They know we have to parent our babies, so they won't take us away from our kids. So let's have a bunch of babies. That way, we will make sure that we'll become citizens. Whoever thought of that idea is really, really ignorant. And it really puts not only the parents in jeopardy of being deported and taken away from the babies, but the babies suffer because when they get older, we're seeing what's happening now. Look what it has done to a lot of people. It's disrupted their lives. Nobody wants to see, no real people who aren't cold hearted don't want to see people being ripped away from their families. But look what's happening. And so, that whoever thought of that idea, it was dumb. I'll just say that. It was really dumb and it was ignorant. And it put people a lot of lives at risk for these things that we're seeing happening now. And that I would have never, I would have, something in me would have said, no, I'm not going to take the risk because, you know, what if they rip you away from your kids? And that's what they've been doing to people. A lot of people have suffered a lot of loss, and this is not cool. Whoever, and another thing I thought was dumb is if you claim another ethnicity, they're stripping you away from your sovereign history. If you want to claim white status, that's a trick because what they're doing is what you're saying is I'm not Indian anymore. So you can't go around talking about we were here first. You can't do that anymore because now you're claiming a whole nother race. You know, those people who want to be white. So they tricked you on that one. And so whoever has thought of these ideas were really not really thinking clear because you're messing yourself up. What they've done some of the same things that they've done to Black people. They're doing it to another group, but in different ways. You are not better than Black people. Mexicans, you're not better than Black people. Some of you are Black. Some of you got Black family members. I'm not afraid to say this. I know some people are scared of you and scared to say this to you because they think if there's a lot of people, oh my God, they're gonna come get me. No, I mean, I'm just being real. This is was stupid. I mean, it's just like the same stupid shit that that black people have faced, making dumb mistakes, dumb decisions, thinking, oh, if we do this, this will make us be accepted. Just like, black people trying to assume personalities or identities and they know it's not of their own. It's not going to make you be accepted. You can get all the education you want. You can move to all the nice neighborhoods you want. That's all they want. You're at the end of the day, you're still black. Some people still look at you as the N word, no matter how educated you are. Some people, there's crazy people out there. Same thing with you too. They call you that too. They say racial things to you too. The Hispanic people, the Mexicans, you're not any better than blacks. So get that out of your head. You just because you had a bunch of babies, you are not doing anything smart. You're making the same mistakes that other people have made before you that have been here longer than you. Yeah, I'm saying it. And they have paid the price. Some of the stuff that some black people have been telling you, they've been warning you. You don't want to listen. You want to think, you want to play whitey, play like you're a white man. We're the new white people. Well, no, it looks like you're the new something else. You know, People have been trying to warn you and you didn't listen. So you want to go around doing this stuff, that's on you. And calling black people out of their name. Do you know how many names I've heard white people say about Mexican people? And you have the audacity to call black people names? Get out of here. They're not your friends either. You want to play up to them and kiss their behind, but they talk about you behind your back. And the ones that are pretending like they're your friends, the only reason why they're doing that is because they use your race to pad their weak race because the white people are dealing with opioids, drug addiction. They got a bunch of shit going on. There are a lot of black people that are not happy with them. And so they want to use some other race because they're having problems in their race, with getting along with people, and they don't get along with you. They try to, they want to use you because you have a percentage of white in you. So they want to use you as a padded race so they can build up what they've lost. And it isn't working because not all white people like Mexicans. They don't. Let's just be real. I'm not going to bullshit you. They talk about you just like they talk about black people, the same way, maybe worse. So you guys, instead of fighting with us, what you need to be doing is looking at the people who are talking about people who are talking about building the wall. Those are the people you need to be mad at, not black folks. We're not the Donald Trumps of the US of A. We're not. And I'm just being honest. The people you're fighting more against are the people you need to be joining with to try to figure out how, they don't like you, they don't like us, we're all really in the same boat. And so I know some people are going to be dumb and not listen and think that they're smart, and having a bunch of babies and you don't have any money to feed yourself is stupid. It is. And I'll say this to anybody. I don't care if you're purple, green, blue. If you're having a bunch of babies and you can't feed your own self, you're dumb. You need some help. You really do. Common sense will tell you don't do that. If you can't feed yourself, why are you having babies, bringing them in the world and making them stressed out and struggling and having to suffer in your misery? That's dumb. I can understand if you just didn't know any better, but when you begin to learn that you made mistakes, why do you keep doing it? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Do you see the laws that this idiot has put out? He's, food boxes. You want your baby to eat food boxes like that? You eat a food box every month? Who wants to do that? It's fucked up. You know, why would you follow somebody? Why do you want to be like somebody like that? You know, that's my question. Why do you want to be somebody that calls you names and talks about you and calls you this? Yeah, this name right here. That's what he's calling your people, you know? And yeah, I said it because in a way, that's what happens when people do that dumb shit. I'm gonna have babies so I can become a citizen. You know, why would I put my baby through this bullshit over here? I wouldn't even want to do that. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Do you know that there are black people in history that they did drastic stuff to try to not be slaves? They killed themselves. They committed suicide. They even killed their children. Yes, there is stuff that happened, horrible stuff. And I'm not saying that I agree with that, but you know, when you are in a state of, how would you say, hysteria, you don't know what you're capable of doing to not be enslaved. And so think about that. If you got people that came here before you, no, it isn't. Not by a long shot. Because of your selfish wants, shame on you. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Yeah, this in one sense, this word may be offensive, but when you think about it, why would you put a kid through this? Why would you put them through this? Used to refer to a child born to non-citizen mother in a country which has a birthplace citizenship, especially when viewed as providing an advantage to the family member seeking secure citizenship or legal residency. That was the purpose for some of these people that came over here that had these kids. They thought that if they had babies over here, that that would seal the deal. And unbeknownst to them, here we are with a president that doesn't give two shits about you. With that being said, thanks for listening.